Hello and welcome to the Fully Charged Show news update, which is a little bit late. It's been a busy week, okay? We had a lot going on last weekend. We had Fully Charged Live, which was absolutely amazing. I won't go on about it too much now, but I'm going to show a little montage to show you what it was like there if you couldn't come along, which most of you couldn't. It was absolutely amazing. Over 10,000 people visited the show. There was just an enormous amount of stuff on display. I saw about half of it and I was there all the time, but I was kind of preoccupied and a bit busy. But it was amazing, really, really, truly uplifting experience. And we've had such amazingly positive feedback about it from both from visitors and people who had stands there, and the car companies. They all had a rocking time. It was awfully good. Then immediately after that, we won our first award, which I can't believe it. Fully Charged Show Live won the Pioneer Award, which was awarded to us by the Renewable Energy Association. And I couldn't go to the award ceremony because I was working. It's kind of unfair, isn't it? But Dan Caesar and some of the team went along to pick up the award. So soon there should be another award on the shelves behind me. Another award? We haven't had one. We've never had an award. I don't win awards. That is amazing. That little fella there, that's a 3D printed Fully Charged Show thing. It's really lovely, and that was made by David Hogg, and he gave it to me at the show last week, which is so kind of you. Thank you, David. It now has pride of place there. And the other thing I just want to point out is that book. We talked to Tim Smedley at the event. He was one of the keynote speakers. Brilliant book, quite, the challenge we have ahead of us. It's all about how toxic the air is that we're all breathing and what it does to your body and what we can do about it to clean it up. And I've always said electric cars aren't the answer to everything. They're part of a possible long-term solution. They're not going to save the planet. It has been manic, the new amount of news that's coming. Okay, so there's so many car launches coming. There's going to be so many more electric cars on the market in 2020, and they're all sort of appearing now the Peugeot E208 was at Fully Charged. I've never seen it before. It's an amazing little car, beautiful little car. We'll be reviewing that again soon. But I'm off this week. I'm off to try out Zip Cars in London. Their electric car fleet of car sharing cars in London. I'm going to have a go in one of those. We're filming that this week. I'm interviewing one of Trump's favourite city mayors in the whole world, Sadiq Khan, who's the mayor of London. And we're talking about the clean air policy that London's trying to instigate and all the electric vehicle charging infrastructure that's going in. They've just announced a really big upgrade to their electric vehicle support systems within the city. We're then going to have a super exclusive look at an electric car that most of you won't have heard of, which is launched the week after next, and we're getting a first glimpse of it. We're the only people who've seen it. Outside, the manufacturers, we, Fully Charged, are the only people who will see this car. I mean, that's pretty cool, isn't it? I mean, that's amazing. So that's this week, and we put the episode out next week when it's launched to the public, which is very soon. So there's a big manic lot of planning about how we edit that fast enough to get it out in time. Johnny's he's finding out about the new Nissan Leaf, the new longer range Nissan Leaf that comes out this year, and I think an electric ice cream van that is made by Nissan. Which is a really good idea, because when kids go and buy ice creams from ice cream vans, I don't know if you have them all over the world, probably quite a common thing. The engine's ticking over to power all the machinery in the ice cream van. And what's the engine running on? It's running on diesel, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't that marvellous? So electric ice cream vans. I'm having a little sneak peek at the new Honda E, which is very exciting. That's very soon, in a couple of weeks' time. And obviously we are very in the loop regarding the VW ID3. We're very, very excited about it. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming on Fully Charged about the ID3. So basically what we're facing is this kind of constant deluge of information about new cars that are coming on the market. The next 12 months we're going to see, by this time next year they'll be available to buy something like 40 completely new electric cars from different manufacturers. It's bonkers. But I mean, this is the problem. So the problem we've got at the moment is right from the start, I didn't want Fully Charged to just be about electric cars. It was always about the whole picture, the whole infrastructure picture, how we charge them, where the materials come from to make them, what we do with them when we recycle them, all those sort of questions, really important questions, which are all the topics we were dealing with at Fully Charged Live. Now, if you didn't go and you are interested, all the talks are going to be available on the podcast channel. And we're about to launch a YouTube feed for that as well with other videos. So there's ample opportunity to sample that. Some really good discussion panels, not just about, oh, this is this new electric car or this something. It's all about renewable energy in the home, how to heat your home, how to have a low carbon lifestyle. A lot of stuff about battery materials and where they come from and what they do. Some really, really good talk we had with people who are really right in the middle of that kind of whole explosion of development of batteries, and understand where the materials come from and how much we have on the planet, and that we're not going to run out. Basically, we're not going to run out, but we need to be responsible and do it well, and we need to keep our eye on all those mining companies that are extracting these materials that will be used for much longer than, say, the stuff we use at the moment. Just think about it for a second. I'm just going to do this very quickly because this is one of the things we discussed. You dig up some lithium. Let's say lithium, you don't dig it up. You extract some lithium from salt flats and you turn it into a material that you can use in a battery, and it gets used in that battery. That battery is in the car for say 10 to 15 years, and then it's repurposed and put in a building, and it powers that building for 10 to 15 years, and then it is recycled and it's used to make more batteries. That's how long that lasts. You're looking at a lifespan of between 25 and 30 years. You extract some crude oil out of the ground, you transport it right around the world, which no one ever counts the cost of. You then refine it, which no one ever counts the cost of. You then transport it to the gas filling station or the petrol station, which no one ever counts into the calculations. And then you burn it very quickly in your car. And the gases that come out of the back are toxic, poisonous and carcinogenic. No one ever mentions that. We're starting to mention that quite a lot. And that's it. You can't use it again. You can't recycle it. You can't get that material back and repurpose it and use it again. No, it's gone. It's gone. So I don't want to hear any more of those arguments that diesel is cleaner than electric. It's not. It's a lie. It's a con job. Don't believe it, whatever anyone says. My diesel is cleaner than a new electric car. No, it isn't. It isn't. That is a lie. That's a lie. We're going to try and do some other episodes about other projects. So certainly the Tesla Powerwall that I've got, we're going to do a 2-year update, what it's been like living with a Tesla Powerwall. I'm about to have quite a lot of work done at my house to upgrade it so that I can have more solar panels and more Powerwalls. That'll have to be another episode because it's taken so long to do. When you arrange with your local district network operator, DNO, they don't work fast. You don't ring them up and say, can you put another wire into my house? And they go, yes, we certainly can, probably in 2025. So you've got to really plan ahead. And I have been planning to do this for a while. So that is coming later in the year, but we're going to try and do an update about the Powerwall soon because it has made a big difference to the way we live and the amount of energy we consume. There's just dozens of amazing new energy companies that are rolling out completely new ways of operating, of selling and buying power from individuals in their houses. Because there's all these things like increased VAT on solar panels, there's all these things like the end of the feed-in tariff, but there are systems being developed now where you can sell electricity for actual money to the grid, and power companies will buy that electricity off you if you have a lot of solar on your roof. So there's a lot of really clever interactive systems for micro trading between batteries in different houses in a neighborhood and all that kind of stuff. Really exciting stuff. We're going to cover that as well. And of course, most of these companies, actually all of them, had stands or displays or gave talks at Fully Charged Live. So just for those of you who couldn't go, this is a very brief news update. It's not really news, it's just a load of old waffle, but we've cut together a little montage of which gives a sort of flavour of Fully Charged Live. We're putting together a much longer, like a 20-minute episode where we cover in more detail what went on there. And in the next week, we will catch up with the fact that we haven't put many episodes out this in the last couple of weeks because we've been a bit preoccupied. And we will catch up because there's a lot coming, some really amazing stuff coming. some very, very fast electric vehicles that Johnny Smith has experienced of late, which will be very exciting stuff. So here is a brief montage of Fully Charged Live. Please do subscribe to Fully Charged. Please do click the bell, have a look at the Patreon link, and I'll leave the rest to the audience at Fully Charged Live. Fully Charged 2019. Please welcome onto the stage Helen Chersky, Maddie Moat and Johnny Smith. Where's Johnny gone? Oh, here he comes. Oh. I'm in.